The fourth International Conference on Small Island Developing States is underway in St. John's, Antigua and Barbuda. The theme, Charting the Course Towards Resilient Prosperity, focuses on sustainable development and the climate crisis. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called it obscene that small island states must bear the financial burden of the fossil fuel industry's greed. He criticized major economies like the US and Europe for not doing enough to reduce emissions or support vulnerable nations.
Exceptionally beautiful, exceptionally resilient, but exceptionally vulnerable. Your unique geography puts you at the mercy of climate chaos, rising sea levels, and land degradation. Climate change is an existential crisis for the entire human family, but seeds are on the front lines. And your unique economic profile, including your reliance on imports and the cost and complexity of your supply chains, makes you extremely sensitive to global shocks. The past decade has dealt a series of blows that have undermined development progress in seeds. Record hurricane seasons in the Atlantic, two of the most intense cyclones ever in the South Pacific, and the COVID-19 pandemic with decimated tourism. At the same time, you are at the mercy of global trends, including continued economic turmoil across the developing world and the ripple effects of geopolitical tensions and conflicts. Excellencies, dear friends, the new Antigua and Barbuda Agenda for Seeds outlines steps to achieve resilient prosperity in partnership with the international community. The United Nations stands with you in reaffirming seeds' aspirations to halt and mitigate the terrible impacts of the climate crisis, to build resilient economies, to foster safe, healthy and prosperous societies, to achieve water, food and energy security, to conserve biodiversity, and to protect and sustainably use the ocean and its resources. I urge seeds governments to back up these works with bold investments and sustained engagement across all sectors of sustainable development. But seeds cannot do this alone.
Guterres highlighted the struggles of small island developing states, home to approximately 65 million people, which face rising sea levels and land degradation without adequate resources. He stressed the injustice of these nations addressing climate issues caused by industrialized countries. Guterres urged the wealthiest countries to support small island developing states in combating climate change and building resilient economies, stressing that their fate should not be determined by fossil fuel profiteering or geopolitical games. As the conference continues, the focus remains on securing climate justice for small island developing states. Guterres' speech set the tone, urging major polluters to acknowledge their role in the crisis and to take action. Bureau Report, India Today Global.